Greetings, everyone. This is Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. I want to welcome you to today's episode of Quantum Leap. The special topic I'm bringing to you today is about self-empowerment. If you feel called to impact the world in greater ways, to transform your city, your business, your family, your ministry, the government, in any area where you want to drive impact, you often have to bring your own personal power into becoming a greater impact. You have to become the force behind your own work. And if you're like me, oftentimes we want to not be in the front. We want to be behind the scene and empower other people to do the work, right? We want other people to champion the mission. We want other people to do the work. We want other people to propel the mission forward. But what I have seen that is actually required to become transformational is that you have to bring your own personal power yourself. You have to show up on behalf of the mission, on behalf of the message you have for the world. And in order to do that, there's a lot of inner work that you have to invest in. So what I want to share with you today is the most advanced framework that I designed. I call it the Quantum Leap Personal Power Activator. So I'm going to share with you 4 dimensions of human creativity, and you're going to see how you can as well start unpacking your own greater level of creativity so that you can achieve greater impact and results in the world. So let's get started. The first area of power is skill building. In the physical form, your body, right, must be trained and given abilities to be able to achieve specific tasks, to be able to tackle specific tasks and get things done. Many people do not invest enough time to develop advanced skills. When you want to achieve greater level of impact, you need to become more powerful in terms of the value of the skill you can contribute into the industry or the area that you want to transform. As example, communication skills, technical skills, networking skills. These are physical abilities that empower you for success. And skills do not develop overnight. It doesn't develop. You do not acquire technical skills or any type of soft skills overnight. It takes time, it takes discipline, it takes practice. It requires you to keep showing up over and over and over again to actually build what we call cellular memory. It's just like driving a car. Eventually, you can drive the car effortlessly when you train yourself for success. And so I want you to evaluate in this area that you want to be successful. So for example, whether in business, what are the core skills required that would empower you to create a success dimension in that space? You see, in my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur, the very first chapter, I say it takes skills. Many people approach the world of business or even other higher dimensional space thinking, whatever skills they have is enough for that dimension. If it's enough, then absolutely you can see success. But when you realize that you're not seeing the results that you want, start thinking through this to say, okay, what skills don't I have? What knowledge haven't I built? What do I need to discipline myself in practicing? Because once you develop skills, you become more powerful in achieving specific results. In business as well, when we talk about sales skills, there's sales knowledge, but skill development is developed in practice. The more you do, the more abilities you develop because your cellular nature requires repetition and practice to develop the memory to be able to achieve the results. So training ourselves, one of the ways to unlock your own personal power, nobody can do this for you, is your own skills development. What skills are you going to invest time, energy, resources in to get better at, not just at the beginner level. There's a survey in my school. I always ask my students for self-reflection to just assess themselves in specific skills required for business success. How would you grade yourself? Are you a beginner? And I describe what a beginner is. Are you intermediate? Are you an expert? Are you a professional? Because the time it takes to be able to achieve results at each level is up to you. What have you given? How much of yourself have you given to really developing the skills required to achieve success in that space? The second space where you can unlock greater power, personal power, is more on the intellectual side, the knowledge that you embody. It's development of the mind. The body requires skills development. The mind requires higher levels of knowledge. What you know about your field matters to helping you navigate that space, because your mind is responsible for guiding your body on what to do and how to do it. When it comes to developing strategy, when it comes to executing those strategies, you have to really understand that your mind is looking for direction, is seeking clarity, and is looking to design the instruction that is going to ask your body to perform, to develop the skill. So intellectual capacity, the power of your thoughts, the power of your thinking, what you know matters. So how much do you know about what it takes to build the right strategies that will help you execute, that you can execute on, that will help you get results in a consistent manner? It takes time to build this kind of knowledge. Many people go after information, but information alone is not what really gives power. What gives power is energized information, which is the power of your thoughts. The more you think about what you know, the more you activate your own power, the more you design the realm of possibility. You go into the realm of possibility and you build your own momentum, and it becomes a greater force. So there's power in thoughts, there's power in thinking, not just bringing in information, but the utilization of information to build a strategy in of itself is a process. Many people can read a book, right? But they may not energize the information they gather from the book. So it's not useful. It's like going to shop and then how do you cook? How do you create the recipe for success? And the recipe for success may mean getting data, getting information from different dimensions, and then bringing all of that information together and then studying. The process of studying the information you've gathered and sitting with it. This is a power activator. Spending time to go deeper and to unlock greater meaning, actionable, to seek actionable information, actionable data, things you can take steps on, things that can guide you to success, things that will lead you to achieve results. This type of process is premium. It's not enough to just gather information. You still have to synthesize it. You have to make meaning of it. And this practice, this thinking practice, helps you mine, right? Wealth, the wealth of information. It helps you extract meaning from the information within you, and it empowers you for success. These are your own personal power is rooted in your own extraction, the way you think, your pattern of thinking, the pattern in which you're going to use to guide yourself to success. And so your mind needs time to comprehend, to synthesize, okay, to make sense of the things that you've embodied, the knowledge that you have, and then be able to present how you would use it towards achieving a goal. So designing a strategy requires you to take information and to construct it, to reconstruct it in a way that it can guide you to achieve specific results. Another aspect of humans where you can unpack more power within yourself is more energetic. This is where we talk about the heart, the quantum space. You start introducing quantum physics. Is that it's not enough to have knowledge or strategy. It's not enough to design, okay, a building plan. It's not enough to just put on paper, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. It actually requires a greater force to transform strategy into execution and reality. It takes energy. One of the things I always say is that those who are building multi-million dollar businesses, Fortune 500 businesses, they are energetic beings. Because it's not enough to have information and just speak about the information you have, which many people do, right? We have knowledge, and so you talk about what you know. But when it comes to what you can do, you're going to use up your own energetic force. This is where we start bringing more people to pack greater power in executing a strategy. So there's the skill, there's the knowledge, but now there's the strategy and execution. And in order to do work, energy is the ability to do work. You have to increase the amount of yourself. You have to become the force, right? This is where you build momentum. And so how much of energy have you put behind what you're trying to achieve? Because I see so many people talk about business development, but they're very casual, because I actually challenge my students to gain clarity. Are you building a one-story building or a skyscraper? Because the resources and energy and the force that is required to pull it off is different. I always say, don't bring a shovel to a bulldozer project. Don't bring little force expecting maximum impact. Don't bring less of yourself and then complain why you're not seeing transformation. You have to be ready to give more of yourself, to put your energy behind your work. This is where you unlock greater level of personal power. And this area follows a lot of energetics. This is why you unleash your sense of possibility, your own vibrational force in terms of your, when we say raise your vibration, is this idea that you can release more of yourself. The more passion, this is the realm of passion. There's information, but passion will push a message further than just information. Many people come out in the world and just put information out there and they're like, oh, why are people not accessing this? Well, your passion, right, will motivate other people to take action. I also say in sales, passion sells, desire buys. So it's not enough to just say, buy my product, buy my service, and sit back and say, okay, why are people not buying? Listen, sales in of itself is an energetic space. You've got to sell belief. This is the realm of beliefs, right? Confidence, audacity. This is not just information. This is your own personality. The passion that you carry to help move other people to action. This is when you can actually move other people. Information enough is not enough. For other intellectual people, you can move intellectual people with intellectual information. But in general, humans move when passionate people rise up to educate them about the future and the cost of not taking the right action. Sales is one of those spaces where you actually have to unlock your own personal power, the energy, and become a force. Not just saying, I know this, I've built this. You actually have to put passion and power and energy in communicating with other people, in helping to build trust, in helping to answer questions so that people can follow. When you become a champion of your own message, then you start transforming. People start taking action. So I want to encourage you to say, you know what? Unlock more power, activate more power, right? Through your passion. How passionate are you to see people take action? This is an area where you also must invest in. There's a lot of things that steal energy or steal power from people when we talk about limiting beliefs, because this is the realm of beliefs, your conclusions about life, the story you tell about life, what you believe about other people, yourself, the world, because this is the realm of possibility. This determines what you think is possible for you, and your conclusions create your manifestation. So this is an area, a deep, deep area where people need to invest in as well. And there's a ton of programs in my school on that topic as well. The fourth dimension where you can unlock greater power for success is this higher dimension where we talk about the spiritual. This is where light energies that science is now beginning to go deeper into beyond protons, atoms, molecules, right? Energy, the energy field. What lies beyond that? This is where the power of your words, right? Not just belief, but the power of your sheer will. This drives humans to do the unthinkable. When you see people going to the moon, when you see humans doing the impossible, they've unlocked the power of the will. Just because you say this is going to happen, you will not stop until you see it happen. Those who arrive at the spiritual layer are unstoppable. They put their will, not just their energy. They insist. They will not stop. They never give up. No matter what challenges or obstacles stand in their way, they're going to crush it. There are only very few people that enter this realm, but explore it. Is that the will, the sheer determination that something must happen is a driving force. It has launched the world into many realms of impossibilities. Things that were so impossible, right? Generations before. Somebody is inspired in spirit. Inspiration is inspired in spirit. Somebody wakes up and says, you know what? This will change, right? People will go to the moon. Humans will do this. This goes beyond the realm of just energy. It's just will, a decision that is firm, that someone commits to, that life must change, the world must change. And you can see those people do incredible things because inspiration comes and is unlocked in this space. When you are inspired to drive a new way of living from the Wright brothers that saw within themselves that men can fly. This is inspiration, the realm of inspiration, where you are inspired to do what has never been done, to unlock the realms of possibility where others see impossibility. You see, where you start seeing people say, it's not possible, and somebody else says, let's make it possible. These are people who are inspired in spirit. Is that there's a deeper sense of possibility that has yet to be exposed to man. That is incredible power. Once you are inspired to pursue success, nothing shall be impossible. So I'm going to wrap up now and also invite you to join me in the Quantum Leap Academy to access greater resource. Again, today is about unlocking your Quantum Leap personal power. You see, skills will unlock doors in dimensions. Invest time in developing superior skills. You see, the power of your thoughts can move other people to think differently, and it can shape, and it does shape the world. Is that when you access new insights, we can go into new realms of possibilities. So expand your capacity for knowledge, higher levels of knowledge, higher levels of consciousness, a sense of possibility when you expand your own consciousness, the way you think, energizing the information you have to become a creative force in the world. You can inspire other people, you can motivate other people, you can share what you know that gets other people activated. We also talked about energetics, becoming a force, right? Passion, the passion you're going to put behind your work. This is the realm of possibility. This is the realm of belief. This is where desires are activated. This is where manifestation is also unlocked. And then I talked about in spirit, the spiritual side, where somebody just says, we're going to do the impossible. And other people are going, you know what? Do we believe them or not? And those who are believers, they march behind those who are inspired to taking the world into higher dimensions of success. So I want to encourage you again to unpack your own power. These are things happening within us. And do the work. Unlock yourself and become a greater force to drive greater impact in the world. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri. Feel free to call me Coach Toyin. I'm the author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur and the founder of the Quantum Leap Academy. Come join us. God bless you. See you next time.